Did you know that the Great Pyramid of Giza aligns with true north with an accuracy of 3/60ths of a degree? Now that's precision. Imagine a time long before the advent of modern machinery, when ancient Egyptians embarked on a grand architectural endeavor that would leave the world in awe for millennia to come. The Pyramids of Giza, a testament to human ingenuity and determination, stand proud and unyielding against the sands of time. Let's delve into the mysteries surrounding their construction. The precision with which these monumental structures were built is mind-boggling. Each colossal block, weighing an average of 2.5 tons, was cut and placed with such exactitude that they fit together seamlessly, even thousands of years later. But how was such an awe-inspiring feat achieved with the tools and knowledge available at the time? The manpower required was indeed staggering. It's estimated that tens of thousands of workers labored for over 2 decades to erect the Great Pyramid. Over time, many theories have sprung up around the construction of these marvels. Some suggest the intervention of extraterrestrial beings, while others propose the use of a vast slave labor force. These theories, while intriguing, lack substantial evidence and have been largely debunked by historians and archaeologists. The most accepted theory today points towards a skilled labor force. These were not slaves, but respected and well-fed workers, many of whom were skilled artisans, architects, and engineers. They labored not under the whip, but out of duty and devotion to their pharaoh and the gods. These workers were the true architects of the pyramids, masters of their craft who left behind a legacy that continues to mystify and inspire us. Their work is a testament to the capabilities of human ingenuity, to the power of dedication and teamwork, and to the enduring allure of mystery. So the next time someone mentions aliens built the pyramids, remind them of the skilled laborers of ancient Egypt. Imagine a civilization so advanced they planned for life after death. This was the reality for the ancient Egyptians, a society that revered the concept of an afterlife so passionately that it shaped their rituals, practices, and daily life. The ancient Egyptians held a firm belief in the afterlife, a realm they perceived as a mirror image of their earthly existence, yet free from mortal suffering. To secure a comfortable afterlife, they engaged in a complex process known as mummification. The bodies of the deceased were preserved, with the organs carefully removed, the body dried out, and finally wrapped in linen bandages. This meticulous procedure was believed to protect the physical form for its journey into the afterlife. But the journey was not just physical, it was also spiritual, guided by a sacred text known as the Book of the Dead. This was not a single book, but a collection of spells, prayers, and instructions designed to assist the deceased in navigating the challenges of the afterlife. Each Book of the Dead was unique, tailored to the individual, and often placed within the mummy's wrappings. A crucial part of the journey to the afterlife was the weighing of the heart ceremony. The Egyptians believed that the heart, the seat of wisdom and emotion, was the key to eternal life. In this ceremony, the heart of the deceased was weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart was lighter than the feather, the deceased was deemed worthy of eternal life. The ancient Egyptians' complex rituals and profound beliefs reflect their conviction that death was not an end. Rather, it was a transition, a journey to a new form of existence where one could continue to live, learn, and interact with the gods. Indeed, our understanding of ancient Egypt would be incomplete without acknowledging the significance of the afterlife in their worldview. It was an intriguing blend of fear, hope, and reverence for the divine that deeply influenced their culture and society. In ancient Egypt, death was not an end, but a transition to a new form of existence. Ever wondered what it was like to be a god on earth? Well, in the sun-drenched lands of ancient Egypt, the pharaohs didn't have to wonder. They lived it. Yes, pharaohs, the mighty rulers of ancient Egypt, were considered divine entities, gods in human form, if you will, who walked among mortals. Their word was law, their power, absolute. But divine rule wasn't all about golden chariots and luxurious palaces. With great power came great responsibility. As intermediaries between the gods and the people, pharaohs were tasked with maintaining Ma'at, the cosmic order. They were the shepherds of harmony, ensuring the balance between chaos and order, good and evil. Let's take a stroll down the corridors of time to meet some of these mighty pharaohs. First stop, the enigmatic Tutankhamun. His reign may have been brief, but his legacy is eternal. Discovered almost intact in the early 20th century, his tomb provided invaluable insights into the opulence of pharaonic life and death. Next, we have the legendary Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt. More than just a beautiful face, Cleopatra was a shrewd politician and a skilled diplomat. Her romantic liaisons with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony are the stuff of legend, but it's her intelligence and charisma that truly set her apart. So you see, being a pharaoh wasn't just about ruling over vast lands and countless subjects. It was about embodying divinity, upholding cosmic balance, and steering the course of a civilization. It was about being a beacon of hope in times of despair, a pillar of strength in times of weakness, and a symbol of resilience in times of adversity. And yes, the fancy headdresses, the exquisite jewelry, and the grandiose monuments were all part of the package. But at the heart of it all, the pharaohs were custodians of their people's faith, their hopes, and their dreams. So being a pharaoh wasn't just about wearing a fancy headdress, it was a divine responsibility. Imagine a language where pictures speak 1,000 words. Welcome to the captivating world of hieroglyphs, the written language of ancient Egypt. A world where a bird could symbolize a sound, a concept, or even an entire civilization. Intricate, beautiful, and incredibly complex, hieroglyphs were more than just a form of communication. They were an art form, a way of recording history, and a link to the divine. Hieroglyphs used a combination of logographic, syllabic, and alphabetic elements, making them one of the most complicated writing systems ever developed. There were over 700 distinct signs, each with its own meaning and pronunciation. They could be read left to right to left, or top to bottom, depending on where the figures in the script were looking. Talk about flexibility, but with all their complexity, how did we come to understand these mysterious symbols? Enter the Rosetta Stone, a slab of granodiorite inscribed with a decree issued at Memphis, Egypt in 206 BC. This invaluable artifact held the key to deciphering hieroglyphs because it presented the same text in 3 scripts: Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphic. The Greek, known to scholars, served as the guide to decode the other 2. It was the tireless work of French scholar Jean-François Champollion, who, in the early 19th century, finally cracked the code. He recognized that some of the signs were alphabetic, some syllabic, and others determinative, meaning they determined how the preceding symbols should be interpreted. This breakthrough opened the door to understanding the rich history and culture of ancient Egypt in a way never before possible. So, hieroglyphs were not just pretty pictures. They were a sophisticated writing system that conveyed the complexities of an ancient culture. They were a testament to the human desire to communicate, to express ideas, emotions, and beliefs. So, the next time you use an emoji, remember you're not that different from an ancient Egyptian. Ever wondered how a civilization that existed thousands of years ago still influences us today? The legacy of ancient Egypt is far-reaching, and its echoes are still heard in our daily lives, from the design of our buildings to the way we measure time. Let's start with architecture. The awe-inspiring pyramids and monumental temples of ancient Egypt have inspired countless modern structures. The use of columns, obelisks, and the pyramid form can be seen in buildings around the world. Large-scale constructions, including Washington's Monument and the Louvre Pyramid in Paris, pay homage to these ancient architectural marvels. Now let's talk about medicine. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers in healthcare, developing one of the earliest known medical systems. They used herbs, spices, and other natural remedies to cure ailments, a practice that's still prevalent in today's alternative medicine. Their understanding of the human body, diseases, and treatments laid the foundation for modern medical science. Art, too, bears the mark of ancient Egypt. The intricate wall paintings, detailed sculptures, and exquisite jewelry of the ancient Egyptians have influenced many art forms. Their emphasis on symmetry and proportion is mirrored in classical and contemporary art alike. The ancient Egyptians' contribution to mathematics is another significant aspect of their legacy. They developed a system based on the number 10, similar to our decimal system, and used it for everything from construction to trade. This mathematical knowledge was instrumental in building their architectural wonders. Lastly, let's not forget about the calendar. The ancient Egyptians were among the first to develop a 365-day year, which is strikingly similar to the Gregorian calendar we use today. Their understanding of astronomy and the cycles of the sun and moon helped shape our modern concept of time. So, the next time you check your calendar or visit a doctor, remember to thank the ancient Egyptians. Their civilization may be long gone, but their legacy is alive and well, shaping our world in more ways than we often realize.